Howdy folks. I'm going to come in and give a quick update on the setup that I've got going on in my garage for aquaponics setup. Today's the day after Halloween. Pretty much got this all taken care of here. Got the 175 gallon tank with the sump that I made. I also went ahead and just threw this on here. These are, I don't know how well you can see it, that light blowing on it. But this is something I added real quick to come in. Those are plants right there. Seeds I picked up at Walmart for pretty cheap. Whatever you throw them in the water and they start to grow. I figured something cool to throw in there to try and help filter the water out. This eventually here is going to be my my breeding tank. I'm going to segment it off into sections and help, use this as my breeder tank. But we'll have to figure out the heating thing first. I just picked up this heater here online. It's a titanium heater. It's 800. What was this? An 800 watts heater. Titanium heater that connects up top here. It says control with a thermometer on it. It's been on for right about 24 hours now, and temperature's up to 81 degrees, which is pretty good considering it's a 175 gallon tank, and the Hurricane Sandy had temperatures in the area. Even though it's today's November 1st, day after Halloween. Last night the low was down at about 32 degrees, which is incredibly rare for this time of year in Georgia. This is what I've got going so far. That's that there. What I've completed today was my big tank setup. What I've got is two 175 gallon totes. I'm sorry, two 275 gallon totes that drain out the front right here, connect to a 3-inch pipe, and they go down to this 55 gallon drum that is works as my reservoir for the pump and my sieve, whatever, to filter out any of the solid waste. I've just now got it up going, started testing it, so I don't even have a lot of the filter material in it yet. We still have to do a lot of that stuff. This right here, I have a pad floating on top. So waste comes into this 3-inch pipe here, and then comes out the bottom. I've got it hooked and turned. I've got a thing on the bottom there, a hose on the bottom to drain any of the solid waste out from the fish. I went ahead and, because I was hooking it straight up to the pool pump, which is a 1 horsepower pool pump. If you can see it, I've got it sucking from the top, so that way I don't have to worry about it getting ahead of itself and one tank overflowing. So what I had to help with that, to keep the pump always primed and water in the line, put a big P-trap on there, extended P-trap, to get water in the lines, and hopefully, so far it's working really well. I've had it running for about 2 days now with this P-trap right here. Whenever one tank gets ahead of the other and it has a chance to catch up, that P and the pump won't run dry at that point. This thing will always hold water in it. So I'll walk around this side here. So water comes out of there, out of the P-trap, and goes straight into the pump there. It's a 1 horsepower Hayward pool pump. Comes up and goes into the sand filter here, which has got sand in it right now, which I like. Like having it there as a backup, or a way to go through and remove any solid waste particulates that didn't settle out to the bottom. This way, it keeps it from going into the sump, and which is pretty bad for bacteria growth. So then it comes up here, comes over. This is the sump that I made. It's just a 55 gallon drum. I've got a bar down at the bottom. I don't know how well you can see that. The bar down at the bottom with a bunch of little air holes drilled in it. I've got the air pump going, pumping air into it for the active filtration. Then there's an opening in the very bottom, 3-inch opening with 3-inch pipe coming out with 90 degree elbow coming out, where it comes out up underneath this, which this is all just sitting here for now. I've still got to get a hell of a lot more scrubby pads and stuff like that, and a way to submerge them to keep them all down. So then water filters out here through these things. I just put all this stuff in. I've got to get more. I've got this stuff in Fred's for like $1 for a pack of 6. 2 1-inch lines, one drain and one dedicated to each tank. being returned back in. So there it is so far. Oh, and this is what else I've got going on. These aren't complete yet. I've just got them shut off for now, but I've got these two lines right here. This one on here on the bottom is a line going out. I'm currently building a solar hot water heater to put on the roof of the garage in the backyard. And so this is where it goes out and then it returns. So I plumbed it in or whatever, but I've got the shut-off valve and I got the backflow valves on there too, which you can see right here. One of the backflow valves keep coming back down when I turn it off. So I can turn it off at night when it gets cold, and we can run it during the warmth of the day. Right now it's not hooked up, I'm still building. So what it is this bottom pipe here, we connected one of these and it'll go out to the roof, circulate through the solar heater I'll build, and then it comes back in this one here, and then comes back in this one here, and then goes up and back into the tanks. So I'm still working on that there. That's going to be, obviously it's not even going to be close to enough for heating for this thing here because it's been so dang cold. Right now the water's holding tight around, I want to say it was 51 degrees last I checked, and that's just with no heat. And to keep fish alive, I'm going to need to get it up to at least 7, but optimal growth, 80, 85 degrees. So I'm going to have to figure out some alternative ways of heating the water, especially in the wintertime. I think the best way I'm going to go through is hot water heater elements and thermostat to regulate those in each tank, and that should help a lot. Of course, in order to do that, I'm going to have to get more electric out here into the garage. I'm already running a couple, only one line dedicated to the garage as it is, so I'm running extension cords to run some of the bigger stuff right now. But, we'll get that run, should be all set. Well, there we go.